What are the habits that will make you financially successful? How can you answer that?
That's a very common question I get asked a lot, and it's quite common. You know what? Why don't we flip it? Why don't we talk about what are the habits that could potentially keep you broke and stuck? I think that's a good one, right? Because there's so much saying there, do this, and you're going to be rich, do this, do that. So let's talk about the things that could keep you broke and stuck. Number one, I would say, we've all heard the saying, time is money. Now think about it. Time is money. And we all use that word a lot. And even sometimes I found myself using that word, time is money. But guess what, people? I'll tell you today, that's a lie. Now, if you say to me, time is money if I'm to give you money for your time and say, okay, so Gary, this is $1 million. But the caveat is, you're not going to wake up tomorrow. Would you take that $1 million?
No.
All right. Now let me flip it again. Let's say I'm to turn around to you, say, okay, you know what? Because you keep saying time is money, time is money. I am to say to you that, okay, I will buy your time, knowing the fact that that's based on what I'm paying for you for your time, you can ultimately get more for that time that you've given to me. Would you classify that as a good deal?
No.
So rather than you saying time is money, so by understanding that, obviously, if I'm to give you $1 million, you still feel your time is more valuable than the money. So, which means time is greater than money, right? But I would say change that mindset completely to time is infinitely higher and greater than money. So that's one lie. The other lie is, I feel the need that I need to go to work, because most people work 9 to 5, right? They trade their time for money. And I think this comes down to the old programming, going back to school and, being told, get a job, get a degree, go work for the corporation. And there's nothing absolutely wrong with that. But this is basically you not truly, fully believing in yourself. And sometimes people could lose out on great opportunities, because this has actually also happened to me before, right? What makes you think that you might not be better off going, rather than saying, okay, I will trade my time, I will clock in for 8 hours and you pay me for that 8 hours? Because understand,
I've really been impacted by Collins speak. I've never been so blessed, had so much knowledge in this split time, someone sitting me down to give me that bunch of experience and knowledge that are practical on how I can make the next big step in my life. I've never been touched by a speaker. Now I've really known the real reason of having a mentor, and I would love to have Collins as one. Really impactful coming here today to spend my time listening to Collins. Thank you, Collins, and I thank the God for bringing you to ROCCG Jubilee Center today. God bless.
time is limited. We can all agree on that. There is a certain amount of hours in a day. There's a certain amount of time you can spend on this earth. So rather than you trading your time for that money, why don't you trade your ability for a cut of the revenue?
Trade your ability for a cut of the revenue. Can you explain that?
More than happy to do that. So for example, you could be an IT professional and you've come to me for a job. You said to me, Collins, this is what I'm good at. I'm good in front-end development. I'm good in usability, functionality, or, iOS, whatever the case might be, as a software developer. And the job position is paying $100 an hour. You're required to work 8 hours per day. Sometimes there might be overtime, which sometimes you may work 10 hours a day. Now, what's the maximum amount you can earn per day? $1,000 a day if you're getting paid $100 a day. But if you truly do believe in your ability, in what you do, and you understand that, yes, I can dramatically improve the quality of the business, I could bring in so much more value, what stops you from saying to me, listen, hey, I don't want to be paid per hour. I want to be paid per results. If I can help you get X, Y, Z, I would like to get 10%, 20%, 30% of that revenue. Right? Now, for you to be able to do this, you have to have a strong belief in your ability to be able to deliver. Now, why do I say this? It's because you're not limiting yourself to a time. Time is limited. Result is not limited. You're not limited to the amount you can earn if you're tying your performance based on results. But if you're selling your time, you're always going to be limited to what you can earn. Does that make sense? So I would say that idea of I would give 8 hours and you pay for 8 hours in a business consulting world is something that people should start moving away from. So rather than that, I'm a sales guy. Real estate is a perfect one. For example, real estate is a perfect one. So rather than you going to get a salary in real estate, you can be a commission-only sales agent. I'll sell this property. I want to get back 20%, 10%, 30% of that service. So now it's a matter of how much would I like to earn this month? How much would I like to earn this year? So well, equate that. How many properties do I need to sell? And if you're able to sell that much, that amount of property in less than 5-6 months, guess what? You now have the choice to go, okay, do I want to keep working for the rest of the year? Or do I want to keep going? Or do I want to pull back and take some time off with my family? Because now you're not limited based on time where you have to clock in, clock out. But now you're just basically being measured, being rewarded based on your ability to be able to deliver. So that's another lie.